Joining me now, Maria Caulfield, the Conservative MP for Lewes and an urban shepherdess herself. Maria, good morning.
Good morning.
I mean, I was talking to Rowley and Camilla yesterday about what happened on their farm yesterday was really tough to hear. And it's that this time of year when the ewes are heavily pregnant and it seems they're very vulnerable to dogs off leads. What's your view on this, and does something need to change?
Yeah, well, we had a meeting a few weeks ago with some local farmers and the members of the Rural Police Crime Team, which is a new team set up to look at issues such as this. And there has been an explosion of episodes. You know, these are farmers who've been farming for years, and of course there'll always be cases of this. But since lockdown, when people are trying to get more exercise in the open air away from other people, they've been going out, taking their dogs for the walk, leaving gates open. And we've had huge numbers. I mean, I think there's something like a 75% increase this year in the number of sheep attacks. And it doesn't even have to be your dog attacking a sheep. Just chasing them is enough. They're just such fragile animals, sheep, that they're so easily worried. And if they're chased at all, the stress of that is enough to kill them. And obviously, this time of year, as we head into lambing season, they're particularly vulnerable. So farmers, are having to shoot really badly damaged sheep or find sheep that have been, savagely attacked, seeing lambs aborted. This isn't something that farmers are used to. And so we're asking people, even as calm and as friendly as your dog may be, if they're not used to livestock, and even if they are, they very easily get excited and start chasing sheep and dogs.
Yeah, and Rowley was, I think he was quite balanced about it. He said, we as farmers need to communicate better the message that you need to keep your dogs under control. And, he appreciated that this was an accident and the woman who owned the dog, meant no harm, and the dog just went off and worried the sheep and with the disastrous consequences we heard. But the dog was off the lead, and should it have been on the lead, and should the law change? What do you think?
Well, we've had a discussion with this with some of the Sussex police, and the current law is that you have to keep your dog under control. Now, that's not very easy to determine because unless you witness a dog either chasing a sheep or a horse, or that you catch them in at the act, that's very hard to determine. So, changing the law to keeping your dog on a lead would be much easier to kind of enforce. But for dog owners, the farmers are entitled, if they catch a dog in the middle of an attack, to shoot that dog, and that's the worst of all outcomes. Farmers don't want to have to do that, but under the law they can do that to protect their livestock. So for dog owners, we really do think, for all reasons, but also to protect their own dogs, that we need to deal with this situation.
Maria, thank you for now. Maria Caulfield there, the MP for Lewes.